to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here up in the front, so you get my meals. So I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in a tank, rolling with a gang. You sick and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Copyright.
Journo. And welcome back to Woodward. Live on Woodsports.com. I'm your easy Joe, my guy, Spin More Rex.
Hello.
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Thank you for rocking with us Monday through Fridays. Tomorrow, we'll only be on for an hour because we're kicked off the network. Because we host, I guess I can't say that one. It's because we're black.
Yeah.
Speaking of that.
Putting the black man down.
It's just messed up. Me and JB JB gets talked the most on this show. And they limit his airtime.
That's true.
Damn shame.
It's
Goddamn shame.
keeping the black man down.
Speaking of a black man, Travis Kelce
I made it?
is the closest thing to a black guy Taylor Swift will ever date.
That's probably true. Sorry, sorry, JB. Sorry, JB, but it's probably
So we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? We'll take it. We'll claim Trav.
No, you don't get Trav.
No.
We get Trav.
No,
Did you see his Dougie
I
down the Super
don't
Bowl?
care.
That shit was.
I don't care.
Or the stanky leg?
You don't get Trav.
Hey, that's how you do the stanky leg.
Then
Go,
if
you
go
get
watch,
Trav,
go
we get
watch
Tiger
Kelce.
Woods.
Yeah, no.
You had Tiger Woods.
You don't want Tiger Woods? You're just
He-
giving away Tiger Woods?
Bro, we can't. He's like a strain from the hurdle. The cat. I don't even know the fuck you call it.
For shizzle. You guys drafted him with
For
your first
shizzle.
round pick.
No, what's like a bunch of fucking cows?
The herd.
Herd. Strain from the herd.
Straying from the herd. I've always wanted to say this.
Yeah.
For shizzle.
Yeah. I'm so
We've-
happy to have a
We've
home.
never had Tiger Woods.
That's crazy. You guys drafted him
Do
number
we?
one.
Do we
overall.
have Tiger Woods?
You drafted him number one overall, and you're just giving him
Technically,
up
yeah,
like
we
that?
did.
I'm thinking
In
Michael
2000,
Jordan.
like-
You're not
3.
part of the black delegation? You already have Michael Jordan. You don't got to draft him.
Do we already had Tiger then too? Then?
No, he was drafted.
How was he drafted?
I don't make
mixed.
the rules. Yeah, probably.
I guess mixed people get drafted.
Yeah.
And Travis Kelce's.
You guys don't have the Wu-Tang clan, though.
Yeah.
The
Why?
Asians
The
drafted the
RZA,
Wu-Tang
the
clan.
Jizza.
That's fair. That's fine.
That
We took
was
Drake.
So funny.
We got Drake.
Yeah, you can have Drake.
The whites love Drake.
You can have Macklemore, too. I'll throw him in there.
Yeah.
We don't want Macklemore.
You guys definitely get Logic, though.
Yeah. The best part was when they were trying to trade for Eminem. The black delegation was trying to trade
Yeah.
for Eminem, and they're like, "Okay, hold on there, buddy.
You can't hustle me.
We'll give you OJ back." And they're
Yeah.
like, "Church."
Church. It's fair.
Did you watch the Red Wings last night?
Yeah,
How'd they do?
it was good. It
Go
was
to Soul
good.
Show. I'm gonna put some Carmex on, Chris.
They look good. It was impressive.
My lips chapped. My
Obviously,
booty hole brown.
no,
Thank you for that information.
No, thank you. They had some goalies in there that aren't going to be goalies during the regular season, so they gave up some soft goals. But the power play looked
JB
great.
was in there.
DeBrincat looked good. The kid Danielson got a goal. It was impressive. It was fun to watch. Gossett Spears out there looking good. DeBrincat looked good. It's going to be a good season for the Red Wings. It's going to be fun to watch, and they're going to make some things happen. I'm excited.
My lips chapped. My booty hole brown.
That's not a bar. That's not the bar you think it is. No, I will say the one thing that my guy that I talk hockey with, I was talking with him, and he said
He's
that the
making it
chemistry
sound like it's
between
not a real person.
Yeah.
My one guy that
I swear.
I could have
This guy
sworn.
talking
I
hockey
could have
with
sworn he was
Trust
standing
me,
behind
bro.
me in this
Yeah,
booth the
I
whole
coulda
time.
swore. No,
He's my friend, I
Chris,
swear.
Chris, do you see the guy you talk hockey with right now?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He
No.
was just right here, bro. I swear. I could have swore he was right behind me.
What happened to the guy you talk hockey with?
Yeah.
What was the conversation you guys had?
Hockey?
No, sure. I apologize. Go ahead, say what you're gonna say.
I was just going to say that the thing he pointed out to me that I want to watch is, and he said was important, is it's the chemistry between DeBrincat and Larkin, and he said that looked good early on. So I was kind of going to Spencer to
Yeah,
kinda
I mean
confirm
they're
that.
friends. They played together before, so when they're out there, you saw the chemistry already on the ice, and it having DeBrincat frees up Larkin to do so much because now you have a guy that other teams have to pay attention to. You have a guy that has to, command respect from other teams' defenses. Where it was kind of just Larkin last year. He was really the threat on the ice, but now you have another guy. So Larkin will get up a lot of opportunities in open ice, a lot of open shot opportunities because of DeBrincat being out there.
Hockey. JB,
I'm excited, man.
JB could have been in goal last night. I would have known.
He's got a Red Wings shirt on.
I was in goal. I was in goal for the first period. That's why they kicked me out of there because we got scored on. So
Oh, that makes sense.
Damn.
That's fair. That's fair. Detroit Lions injury report update. Did we send you the graphic for that one, Chris?
Yes, you did.
Throw
You want
this
it?
thing up. It's crazy to hear the word questionable and be excited about it, but
Yeah.
Taylor Decker, Kirby Joseph,
Jonah Jackson.
Emmanuel Mosley. Yeah, the Jonah Jackson one. That one's new. Not a fan of that one being on there. But all it says questionable for tomorrow night.
And Montgomery.
You already heard Taylor Decker obviously say that he's playing. Montgomery said that he wanted to play too. So I'm assuming they're out there on the field. And the other side, did I send you the Packers?
You sent me a tweet about the Packers. Is that the one you want?
Yes, sir. If you don't
There's
mind.
two of them. One from Adam Schefter, one from Tom. Which one do you want?
If it's for the Packers, do the one from Tom. I think Tom. I hope.
All right. Shout out Tom.
How fancy.
Jordan Love has a schlong.
Nope. Running back Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, Yair Alexander, all questionable for Thursday night's game. Bakhtiari. I don't know about-
Devondre Campbell out. Bakhtiari
Yes, sir.
out. And Eldridge Jenkins out.
Yes, sir.
I like
But-
that. I like that.
I do like that. We're doing by the numbers today, too. I have some numbers on the Green Bay offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the Bakhtiari thing, some good news. You think good news, but they've been all right.
Yeah.
Ain't been too shabby, at least last week. We should have started with this. How did I fucking forget to do this?
Yeah.
Damian Lillard
Damian Lillard to the Bucks.
to the Milwaukee Bucks. Chris, you're the
Man.
best bar of all day today. So I'm going to let you go first. The one about all this to stop.
Yeah. I mean, look, Milwaukee's gearing up. They made an all-in move. Giannis was, he floated out this summer. He's thinking about leaving. He said Milwaukee's got to prove that they're serious to contend for a championship for multiple years. So they went out and they got Damian Lillard, and this was all to stop a two-legged Cade Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
Two-legged.
Damn.
It's true. It's true. They're scared. Cade putting the fear of God in organizations. No, it's a great move. I think I really liked what the Suns did also.
I agree.
The Suns finagled their way in there. They got out of the Ayton contract, got Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. So they made some nice depth piece adds. And if Nurkic can stay healthy, I like his fit better on that team than DeAndre Ayton. But man, Giannis and Dame, that's the best. That's the best
Perfect.
duo in the league.
Yeah. I agree.
Easily.
I agree. I called it in our fantasy group chat. This is going to sound wild. I know it sounds wild, but like the modern day Shaq and Kobe. Look at the finals that Giannis had. The numbers he's putting up were only comparable to Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq-ish.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you got Damian Lillard just knocking. I mean, he he can score. I don't know. Guys in my group chat were hating on it, but they're also LeBron fans.
No,
I mean, that's why. I love this pairing.
Yeah, I love this pairing. This pairing is perfect sense. Me and my boy talked about this years ago. This was the perfect pairing because the one thing Giannis doesn't want to do and can't do is shoot the ball. The one thing Dame can do is shoot the ball. Dame is now going to – he's never had a defender the level of Giannis. Hell, he's never had a defender the level of Brook Lopez on his team. Like, Dame has never been surrounded with good defense his entire career. The one thing I will say that does really hurt this trade is, in hindsight, I bet if they knew this was on the table, they would have really kept Javon Carter.
Yeah.
Javon Carter, they need a point of attack defender. Somebody like Javon Carter, somebody like Gary Payton II. Like, those are the type of guys that they need. But that's also
Bucks.
very easy to find
Hey,
if you're
Bucks.
Milwaukee.
Killian Hayes, first-round pick.
Yeah.
Give you Killian Hayes for first-round pick.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. No, they
Not a first
really
rounder,
do need a point of attack defender because that's what Drew Holiday was. But people are for acting like Drew Holiday was not abysmal every single playoffs for the entire Milwaukee run.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they still think of the Anthony Davis Pelicans playoff run where he was dropping 40 balls. He was shooting 3 for 14 in the playoffs. So he wasn't it. They need his defense, but that's the easiest thing to find in the NBA. All you have to find is that guy that's on the scrap heap waiting for their shot in the NBA and just say, play great defense.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
Detroit Supremacy says you guys never talk about the Lions anymore. It's pretty sad. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the Lions, but this is a huge trade for the NBA landscape. This makes them the favorite in the East by far. They are better than Boston. They're better than Miami. I heard Toronto didn't want to get rid of OG Anunoby.
Yeah.
They weren't dangling OG Anunoby. That's why the trade didn't go through for Damian Lillard. Like, I need
terrible.
somebody to believe in me, like the Toronto Raptors believe in OG Anunoby.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like they think this man is the second coming of Jesus and Michael Jordan.
I really think this trade set up a rematch of the 2021 Finals, the
Yeah.
Bucks and the Suns. Like you said, the Suns got out of this. They got Nurkic, who will be just as good, if not better, for them than DeAndre Ayton and Grayson Allen. Like, they got some nice role players. They needed depth, obviously. Everybody knows that. That's why I don't like this for Portland. I just don't understand why they want Ayton. And I don't understand. They must have a trade in place for Holiday. It says they're exploring, but
They're going to trade. They're going to trade Holiday for sure.
I mean, how old is Rudy Gobert?
But why would you do it if you don't have a trade in place already?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like that was sloppy GM. That same reason signing Jeremy Grant was sloppy GM work in Portland. But I like their future. They're
gonna
Scoot.
They're gonna trade. I guarantee they trade Drew and Jeremy Grant.
Oh,
those
easily.
are two highly coveted assets in the NBA. You know, all-star starting caliber players, all-star caliber players, and guys that play vicious defense. Like, every contender wants Drew Holiday and Jeremy Grant, so they're gonna get deals done for those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 first-round picks, including the Rudy Gobert trade.
Yeah,
Looks like only one or two
One.
in the Damian.
one and a swap.
But let's not act like it's not a valuable pick. It's a 2029 first. Dame's going to be 37, and Giannis is going to be in his mid-30s playing the physical ball he plays. Like, that is going to be a valuable pick. Milwaukee is 100% committing to, like, the next 10 years after this run. They're not going to be contending
I
for
don't
a
even
title.
care though.
No, I know. I'm with you.
4 first-round
do that.
picks.
Tyler
that
Chavez
move,
says
but-
he's not. He doesn't think the Bucks are by far the best team in the East, and one of his he's saying Drew Holiday is going to be missed for sure. You know, he's a great defensive player, but he said, and Boston got Kristaps. Like, Boston got worse.
Yeah.
You saying Drew Holiday is going to be missed? Marcus Smart's going to be missed.
Oh,
Melvin
100%.
Brogdon's going to be missed. Like,
They got rid of Brogdon
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Where'd Brogdon go?
he was part of that package, and they got Kristaps.
No. He wasn't. They
Who else
he
did
failed
they-
the physical.
Oh,
He failed the
yeah.
physical. Now he's demanding a trade.
Yeah.
So they're looking for a home for him. Basically, that bridge is burned. Also, the Jaylen Brown bridge is burned. He's getting traded next year, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Boston had the world in their hands.
Boston
they
got
did.
worse.
Fumbled it. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean,
They
partly some of it's on those players too. They came up
I agree.
weak in big moments. This is, I think the best team in the East.
I
Yeah,
think so
for
too.
sure.
I
I'm
love
happy
this for
for
the
Dame.
If
happy for Dame, happy for Giannis,
Happy for Dame.
happy for the NBA. Hate this for the Pistons.
They said they're calling Dame and Giannis freak time.
That's wild.
That's
Giannis would be all about that nickname.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
He's a freaky motherfucker.
I like a freak on the court and a freak in the sheets.
Yeah, he's the best.
Giannis is the most lovable superstar
He is.
across any sport.
And he talks so wild this
Yeah,
he
too.
does.
And that's the best part about it. Like, how is he like so like endeared by everyone?
Bro was on live and played WAP, and then his wife was like, "Bro, you have like 8-year-olds in this live right now," and he was just bobbing to WAP and being like, letting everybody know. He's like, "I want everybody to know I'm a freak." It's like, bro,
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
it's the accents, bro. Accents get you in anyway.
Oh yeah.
oh, yeah.
You get extra IQ points if it's
Accents
like English.
do wonder.
Yeah, the accents is like a filter of like
English accents give you extra IQ points.
all day.
If it's like a dirty ass slum English, like, "Oi, mate, I didn't tell you to do that over there."
No, the Scousers that don't count.
Yeah.
The IQ points down for those ones. But everywhere else, they're good.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Paul is right. Larry Bird will be missed. It's a tough L.
That is.
wait, what?
The Celtics got rid of Larry Bird. I don't know if they're gonna be able.
That's great.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to recover from that. He is a great player.
Hit the like button, you guys haven't already. We about to dip. We're not about to dip. We'll be right back. But that's about Big Boy.
Yep. See you guys. Good 10 minutes.
Well,
Cut
see ya.
short.
Let me tell you about Big Boy, because there's only one time at Big Boy, and it's not Dame time.
It's
It's
not Frick
burger
time.
time. Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. It's burger time. Try the best cheeseburger or our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Craving chicken, try the Dolly's chicken sandwich, or turn up the heat with Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Upgrade your regular fries to our chili cheese or loaded baked potato fries. Save room for dessert. They got the Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Chocolate peanut butter thunder cakes walking around Lady Jane's today. They also got the funnel cake fries. Make sure you guys head into Big Boy for all that and more.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. and even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
It's not just chocolate, it's insurance. Swiss Insurance. That's SwissINS.com, or call my guy Mark at 248-800-4177. That's 248-800-4177.
I noticed Mark stopped putting his email on there. You think he's getting too many mock drafts?
I don't know if he ever
and trade requests.
Did anybody in chat actually send him? Did anybody actually send Mark your
mock draft?
fantasy teams and mock drafts? Yeah. If that actually happened, we have the best. Not that we don't already have the best audience.
Yeah.
But we figure out
that shit would be so fun.
By the way, our audience, I fucking love you guys. Yeah. We've made the Woodward Sports chat so toxic for every other show, and especially when we get these and I love them. I love them dearly. I'm talking about Braylon, Ermanni, and Maz, just because they're older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know what's trolling. People really hate them. So you guys just go on this the most vicious shit, and it fucks them all up. And then we have guests on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but they're on live with us, and they're reading the chat after. And I was like, after he got off, I'm like, did you get a great job? He's like, no, dude, I think your chat hated me. They said this about me. They said that about me. I feel horrible about myself right now.
No, it's just we brought toxicity to Woodward Sports Network, and that's we can't thank you enough. The toxicity of our city,
This guy I King will claim to this day that Polio John is just because of him that he will never be on the network again.
It might be. Shook him to his core for sure.
Yeah.
Feel bad for John Boy.
I tell you what, the Parker's hanging tough.
Parker is hanging tough.
Yeah.
Parker gets it worse than almost anybody.
Yeah, because it continues off there.
Yeah.
Parker does play.
Parker does play.
Anyway, hit the like button.
I'm not mean to him.
I guess I have a different perception of that. I guess.
Yeah.
You're nice to him.
What am I mean to him?
R.I.P. Parker.
R.I.P. Parker.
Hit the like button. 5-star review for Parker. R.I.P. Parker. Nuts and bolts. Break it down.
Mike Bell said Spemo's a totally different guy on BDE. It's true. I keep my inner self caged in. It slips out sometimes though. Like we did RIP Tuesdays.
Oh my god, bro! I was dying. You kept saying the most random shit. You went on a rant about Bing every time. He was trying to show you keep fucking popping up Bing.
Oh yeah, dude, the Bing shit pisses me off, man. Anytime I try to Google something, Bing pops up.
And then the RIP this toilet in a minute.
Yeah. Neil's like, all right.
Yeah.
No, but we did RIP Tuesdays, and I said RIP Cash from the Woodward Sports shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, the only things Atlanta's good for is rap and AIDS.
Yeah, it's still wild.
You Drake's rapping bitches. Atlanta's rapping AIDS.
Yeah, it's true.
Tell all of it switches, I swear. Anyway, breaking down Green Bay Packers versus Detroit Lions, or Detroit Lions at Green Bay, position group by position group. Who has the better quarterback spinning? The Detroit Lions or the Green Bay Packers?
The Lions have the better quarterback. Jordan Love is not better than Jared Goff. Are you serious?
I didn't say nothing.
He is not. The Lions have the better quarterback.
Chris?
Yeah, the Lions definitely have the better quarterback. Jordan Love. Look, I know you're probably going to stretch just because you like to do that with Jared Goff. But at the end of the day, Jared Goff is better than Jordan Love until Jordan Love proves to be better than Jared Goff. Like, it's his title to lose, essentially, in this matchup.
Yeah, JB, it's Jared Goff, right?
Of course, it's Goff. But no disrespect to Jordan Love. He's done an okay mid-level job so far the first 3 games. I mean, he's literally above 50% right now, his passer rating. So, a 7-1 touchdown interception as well. So, I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not great. Yeah. But still, it's Jared Goff above everything.
I think the question is, can Jordan Love be better than Jared Goff? Like, if you're in a, because it's at any given Sunday, I think that's where you can have a conversation. No. Like, but I would still reside no also, but I think that kind of opens the door more than the blanket statement, is Jared Goff better than Jordan Love?
Let me tell you why Jordan Love is the next Patrick Mahomes. I'm playing. With my fucking Bill Simmons? I'm not a fucking idiot. Yeah. No, it's Jared Goff. What the fuck? Is that what I'm saying? That's awesome.
Yeah, that was Sam freaking out on stick.
All right. Running back core. Detroit Lions. For the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones is healthy now.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers. It's Aaron Jones, Ben Montgomery, and I'll give A.J. Dillon the nod over Jahmyr Gibbs. So I just think, like, that's a tough twosome to handle.
Yeah.
Those are 2 guys that can bang you inside. Aaron Jones is also very good taking the ball outside and receiving the ball out of the backfield. So I'm going to go with the Packers.
I'm going to go with the Packers. And, like, specifically in this matchup, the Packers, just because I know David Montgomery's kind of fighting to come back from this injury versus Aaron Jones has been chilling for 2 weeks, coming back from his injury, the hamstring. So I feel like he's healthier in this matchup than David Montgomery is. As much as I want the best for Jahmyr Gibbs, obviously, I don't know if he's got between the tackles, guys. This is stuff I mentioned, and I caught hate for it, but I was like, he's a little undersized. You seen the C.J. Spiller stuff. I'm not, again, it's game 3. Nothing's been written. But as of now, I'm worried. You can shake your head all you want. I don't give a shit. I don't like that he was taking 12 and that we haven't seen nothing yet, because the positions that hit the ground running, no pun intended, are running backs and wide receivers, especially in this league. But I go with the Packers in this matchup specifically. Down the line, a little bit more healthier, probably maybe Detroit Lions. I won't say probably. JB?
I got to go with the Packers, only because I don't know David Montgomery's status as of right now. I would like to see him out there, but more than likely we're probably going to have Jahmyr Gibbs out there again one more time trying to run in between the tackles, and we all know that's not his MO. So give me Aaron Jones on this one in the Packers.
I guess, and I know we're doing the position group breakdowns, but, like, do you think that Green Bay is better than Atlanta?
Yes.
You know Atlanta beat them as well as, like, any given Sunday games?
Yeah, and kind of any given Sunday game. I think Green Bay is a tougher test than Atlanta.
Yeah. I feel like matchups, like, make the difference, too.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Like, again, Detroit Lions solid run defense. Atlanta's only hope on offense is running the damn ball. All right. Running backs, we go Green Bay. Quarterback, obviously, Detroit Lions. Wide receiver group.
You know, if J-Mo was healthy and ready to go, it might be a different story. But, this is tough.
You hit your favorite meme.
This is tough, man. This is tough. Because I do like Dobbs. I don't know if Watson's 100% healthy yet. And other than that, who does Green Bay have as a wide receiver? Are we counting tight ends? Because if we're counting tight ends, I'll give it to the Lions. Pass catchers?
Yeah, we do it as one, right?
I'll give it to the Lions then, because although, you know, I don't know what Christian Watson his health status is yet, how he's feeling. I do like Dobbs, but he's not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then I believe Josh Reynolds and Khalif Raymond are better than the Packers' other receivers, Jaden Reed and whoever else they have. So I'll take Laporta over any of their tight ends. So I'll go with the Lions.
Pass catchers, I'm honestly gonna go Green Bay. They got Christian Watson hopefully returning for them. Well, I'm not saying hopefully, but for their sake, hopefully return for them. Obviously, Romeo Doubs, I think, is showed out. He has 3 touchdowns the last 3 weeks, 2 in week 1, 1 last week. I think him and Love are gaining a little bit of rapport. Your guy, Jaden Reed, he's had his moments. And I don't know if you guys peeped him. I'm glad I got him in fantasy. But Luke Musgrave, you look at his targets, he's beating the ball a lot. And I watched a little bit the JT Sullivan, who does like the quarterback school or whatever it is on YouTube. He broke down Jordan Love's tape. Well, that's why less scared of Jordan Love or nervous about Jordan Love than I was heading into the week. He's open a lot on a lot of deep routes. It's just Jordan Love can't seem to get the ball to him. It's part of that 53% completion percentage he has. I'm going to go Green Bay Packers, though. I think as a unit, now obviously what they're able to deploy this week versus what we are, I mean, it's a lot more stacked than ours. Plus, I mean, Josh Reynolds has that groin injury. You saw him out there last week, but he didn't really do much. We got Amon-Ra. I mean, and Gibbs, I'd love to have him in this conversation, but
Doesn't catch the ball that much.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
JB, who's got the better pass catchers?
It's got to be the Lions. Like, no disrespect to Green Bay. I mean, they do have Jaden Reed, Spartan Dog. Shout out.
Shout out.
But other than that, like, I'm not scared of any of these wide receivers. Let's be real. Amon-Ra can outwork any of these guys as well as Khalif. So, give me the Lions on this one.
Let me tell you guys about Woodward Nights real quick. Coming up right after our show, it's Woodward Nights, Booner and Broder, 8 to 10 every weekday. Make sure you guys check it out. They're bringing the hottest takes and the best analysis in Detroit. Two up-and-coming Detroit personalities, an old buck and a young buck. I was going to say two young bucks, but Broder's an old man. So make sure you guys go check out Woodward Nights, 8 to 10 p.m. every weekday.
Joey, 2 times Woodward Sports Stats says, don't look now, but Jordan Love has more deep attempts and fewer overall attempts than Jared Goff. And he actually, he averages the largest depth of target per target right now, which, again, speaks to that 53% completion percentage because, like, he takes the shots, but he ain't making them. Not all of them, at least. Yeah, I'd probably go – so I got Packers. You got Lions?
Yes.
You got Lions, JB?
Yeah. Lions.
Chris?
Yeah, I got the Lions slightly. I think it really is a toss-up when it comes to receiving core, but you didn't go for me for running back. That to me is actually, am I the only one going Lions here? Because I'm assuming Montgomery's healthy and does end up playing. I would go Montgomery and that Lions running back core because you also got to factor in the offensive line plus the capabilities of Ben Johnson's schematics, and that's why I would take the favor, and that's also kind of a reason I'm taking the Lions in terms of passing receivers too, because it is talent for talent. It's pretty similar, but
no way.
X's and O's. I'll take Ben Johnson being a difference maker in that factor.
That's fair. I do like the Ben Johnson effect over Matt LaFleur, although Matt LaFleur is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I don't. You guys got the Lions pass catchers.
Mm-hmm.
And
then we got 1 minute left. The hardest question of all: offensive line.
Yeah,
it's the Lions.
Lions.
Yeah. Lions.
Detroit
Lions.
Lions. I mean, the Packers don't have a bad offensive line by any means. They have a pretty good offensive line, but it's just not as good as the Lions when healthy. So hopefully Taylor Decker is healthy. He's out there. Obviously, we know Bakhtiari's out already. But
1 minute left. Do this for me. Power rank the pass catchers in the game. Amon-Ra's number 1.
Amon-Ra's number 1. A healthy Christian Watson, I would put it number 2. Dobbs at 3. Laporta at 4. Reynolds at 5. Khalif at 6.
Musgrave.
And then Musgrave or Reed.
Or Reed, yeah. That's why I go Packers on that one. This guy power ranking him, I'm saying, I feel there's more Packers in the top 5, but
Lions have 1, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. And by the way, someone in the Woodward Sports chat, I'm sick of the Josh Reynolds disrespect. There's no disrespect to Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds in this offense is great, but he's banged up.
He had the groin
injury last week. What did he do? You got to look at what he did recently. That's how I measure these things. It'd be nice if they were completely healthy. I'd say Lions everything almost.
For sure. Well, let me tell you guys about Lady Jane's. Excuse me. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all-expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Play, practice, and party at 5 Iron Golf. It's downtown's newest sports bar. 13 TrackMan simulators, certified instructors, and most importantly, a full bar and restaurant. Mention promo code Woodward at checkout for 50% off your first visit. And visit 5irongolf.com to tee up good times. It's 5irongolf.com. Again, promo code Woodward gives you 50% off your first visit.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Rip
What up,
again.
though? Welcome to Woodward Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm
Rip
Boy
times
Easy.
two.
Join my guy Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB
Double
Smooth.
rip.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. All that good stuff. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Somebody asked in Woodward Sports chat. We didn't get to it in the last segment, but defensive line.
Well, we can do defense now.
All right.
Yeah, we did all offense.
Let's start it. We're breaking down position groups. Green Bay Packers versus Detroit Lions. Right now, on my paper, I got Green Bay with the running backs, receivers, or pass catchers. Lions, offensive line, quarterback. It's tied right there. Let's head over the defensive side of the ball spinning. Who has the better defensive line? The Green Bay Packers or the Detroit Lions? Lion!
I don't know. This one's tough, man. This one's tough. The Packers have a good defensive line. They've got good guys. They can rotate in and out of there. But I'm going to go with the Lions based on what we saw last week and how they kind of broke out of it. I know we're hoping to see something from Romeo. We're hoping to see things like that. But when you look at Hutch and Kaminsky and Aleem and Isaiah Buggs and different guys in there, I'm going to go with the Lions. It's close, though. It's very close.
Going with the Lions?
Yeah.
You just went a full homer on me.
Devondre Campbell's out.
Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark's good.
Rashawn Gary.
He's a linebacker.
Rashawn Gary fucking 3 of them things last week.
Yeah, I'll take Hutch. I'll take Hutch over Rashawn Gary.
You taking Hutch over Rashawn Gary?
Yes.
You're hoping Hutch could be Rashawn Gary.
Hutch is going to be better than Rashawn Gary.
I go on Green Bay. I don't think it's even close. Kenny Clark, fucking monster in the middle there. You also got, is Preston Smith still there? I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
Devontae Wyatt, I think, is one of the better pass rushing defensive tackles. And I think Rashawn Gary had a sack trick last week. He looks like he's fully back from that ACL injury, whatever the hell it was. He wasn't there for the last game of the season. Don't care either way. I think we want to win that game regardless, but really depends on Taylor Decker this week, too. I'm going Green Bay defensive line.
They don't have much depth on that defensive line, though.
They got hella depth.
I mean, I don't know too many players except for Rashawn Gary on the Green Bay's defensive line, so I got to lean towards the Lions on this one just because I feel like AG is hyping everyone up over there trying to build off of their last performance as well. It's had 6 sacks, so now they're like, hey, they're challenging them to do better and do more. So I got to go with the Lions on this one. They just got a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah, with Devondre Campbell out, you're looking at Isaiah McDuffie in his starting spot. You've got TJ Slayton at nose tackle. Like, yeah, Devontae Wyatt's good. Kenny Clark's good. Preston Smith used to be good, but he's pretty old. He's not the player he used to be.
Well, Devontae Wyatt's good. Devontae Campbell's linebacker.
He's not. Oh, I thought he was a rusher.
Yeah, I mean, he comes down.
Yeah.
But-
Rashawn Gary's listed as a linebacker, too.
Yeah, he's interior linebacker. Or actually not, left inside, whatever you look at that. But, I mean, the things, when I look at the defensive line, I start thinking of the edge rush they just drafted in the first-round pick this year, and Van Ness.
Van Ness, yeah.
I don't think he's anything to be scared of yet, but he's shown some flashes. He's definitely, looks the part. Kenny Clark, obviously, I think he's one of the strongest defensive linemen in the league. Devontae Wyatt, I thought, was one of the better pass rushers coming out of the draft. And then, obviously, Rashawn Gary. So, I love Aiden Hutchinson. Don't get me wrong, Aiden's there.
Yeah.
But after Aiden, we were just bitching about this last week. We wish we had somebody to step up alongside Aiden.
Yeah.
Josh Pescal was supposed to be that. Unfortunately, he's hurt. James Houston was supposed to be that too. He's hurt as well. I gotta go Packers, man. Chris?
Yeah. I'm going Packers for a different reason. I'm not going to act like I'm the most well-versed in the depth of their defensive line, but this Lions team, to me, after that Seattle game, I know that they played well against Atlanta, but we talked about the schemes. You just got to prove it to me. I need one more week of being on the quarterback's ass the entire game. you need to show me that. I don't think I got enough of that from that Atlanta game, because I think a lot of that played into the favor of the matchup in favor of the Lions. So to me, I'm giving it to Green Bay more so as a challenge for the Lions team to prove it to me before I start to kind of buy in.
I do forget that we lost. I was going to talk about depth, and then I was like, yeah, we lost Pascal and we lost Houston. Yeah. And, what has Romeo done? Still no Julian out there.
Yeah. I think we have a good makeshift defensive line, like one that, like, I don't want to say respectable, that you obviously can, like, do work with, especially the run game. But I guess when I think defensive line, it's my favorite part of watching the game is, like, sacks. So maybe I'm in the wrong for that. But, like, I mean, look at the names along that front. I mean, they perform, too. I think, again, if we're power ranking the players, I think you end up with more Packers in that top 5 than you do Detroit Lions when it comes to defensive line. Along with health, too. All right. Moving on to linebackers. Detroit Lions or Green Bay Packers? Oh, fuck. That's close, too, actually.
That is close. Devondre Campbell out. They still got Quay Walker, but I'm not scared of Quay Walker. All he does is push trainers. You've got Rashawn Gary, whatever you count him as. You don't really count. If you factor him into the defensive line, you can't factor him into the linebacking core. I'll go with the Lions because they've got four solid, very solid linebackers they can put in and out anywhere.
Yeah, you know what? I do think you look at the Green Bay Packers linebacker situation. I think it's a bit more top heavy. I do like what they have there with Quay. Well, Devondre Cameron's out. Give me Lions all day.
Yeah,
I was gonna go Lions either way because of the depth, like you said. Like you could just literally switch those guys out, rotate them. There's 4 of them that you feel comfortable with in the game at all times. They literally only have Quay Walker right now with no Devondre Campbell. I mean, it's Lions all day. JB.
I mean, exactly what you said. It's the Lions. You got 4 guys there that you can rotate in and out to figure out who's the best fit out there on the field. So give me the Lions all day.
Chris.
Yeah, for opposite reasons of the defensive line, but kind of similar, is that that linebacking core to me has proven themselves. Like they have shown themselves consistently to be solid. So I'm rocking with them because of the depth that they have and the flexibility and as Spencer says, the versatility. Like you have options there. So I'll take the Lions linebacking core.
Secondary. Detroit Lions or the Green Bay Packers.
This is tough. If you're assuming Jareer Alexander and Emmanuel Mosley both play, they're both listed as questionable. And Kirby Joseph. I mean, I'm probably going to go with the Packers in the secondary. If Chauncey Gardner-Johnson didn't get injured, it would be a different story. But, well, no, you factor Brian Branch in there too. Who do they have at nickel? I don't even know. Oh, man, that is tough.
Secondary, I don't even know my answer for
this. This is
either.
a tough one, man. This is because Rasul Douglas is a dog. Obviously, Jareer Alexander's a dog. I like Darnell Savage a lot. Rudy Ford,
Fuck him.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with the Lions. And I think the factor that pushes it over the top is Brian Branch. If Emmanuel Mosley's healthy, if he plays, Emmanuel Mosley and Cam Sutton, they're not as good as Rasul Douglas and Jareer Alexander.
Yeah.
But I think Tracy Walker and Kirby Joseph are better than Rudy Ford and Darnell Savage. And then you put Brian Branch in there, he pushes them over the top.
Yeah, I think, again, when you're doing like a power ranking of this position group, I think you might end up with more, this is crazy it feels to say, I think you might end up with more Detroit Lions in there. No, I mean, number what?
I'm Kano in the Woodward Sports Chat. Says, I think Green Bay has a slightly better secondary, but Detroit has a much better D-line and explosive offense. P.S. Jordan Love is a biatch. BTWA. Call in today.
FTB.
Yeah, we can open those phone lines for sure.
Yeah, open the phone lines. I definitely want to discuss the defensive line thing if anyone wants to convince me otherwise. I definitely got Green Bay Packers as of now, though.
Yeah, I'm going to I do too.
Switching up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget. I just forget. All of our depth is gone.
Yeah.
On the defensive line.
Yeah, I guess if you throw Houston in there, I might lean a little bit more towards Detroit
Houston
Lions.
and Pascal. You put Houston and Pascal back in there, I'm taking Detroit for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm still stuck on the secondary, too. Like, Jareer Alexander be your number 1 corner out of the group, obviously.
Yeah.
Cam Sutton, too.
Yep. And then I'll put Emmanuel Mosley and Rasul Douglas there. I'll put Emmanuel Mosley, if he's healthy, 3 or 2 even. And then Rasul Douglas.
I might be comfortable putting Brian Branch 3. Am I crazy?
Over Rasul Douglas and Emmanuel Mosley? I don't think you're crazy. That's what I'm saying. I got the line. Brian Branch puts the Lions over the top.
Slightly Lions. By the way, this week, you're dealing with a back injury. Obviously, he was out last week. Limited in practice this week. I know he's not on the official injury report, but you got to be banged up a little bit. You got to imagine a back injury. Who do you think got the secondary, JB? Oh, he's taking phone calls. I apologize. Chris.
Yeah. It's for secondary?
Yeah.
Yeah, for secondary, I'm taking... That's tough.
Give me Iguodala.
I want Iguodala.
I want Iguodala. No, I'm going with the Lions secondary. I think again it's just a common theme of depth and versatility with this team. Like I just feel like this secondary is very adaptable and can do a lot of different things, and that while their talent may not be at the level of Green Bay, you can argue that. But overall, the flexibility that they have, and will just factor into schematics, and that would make me lean the Lions.
Yeah, I'm going Lions slightly. Defense is a collective. We're going to break down that segment a little bit later if you guys want to. JB, do we have a call on the line? And at the moment, we're still working on it. Defense collectively, I'm gonna save it. Let's jump to that one during the next segment. You guys could go to break real quick.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Let me tell you guys about Fairway Packing Company, because for over 60 years, only one place has been providing Detroit's finest restaurants, hotels, and everything alike with the best prime beef, Wagyu beef, and dry-aged beef. It's the Fairway Packing Company. Experience the Fairway difference for yourself today. Visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods for grab-and-go steaks. Order online at fairwaypacking.com.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Now, how would you like a $100,000 Vegas getaway? Take your friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Syntron Energy. Drink it and live it. You can purchase a 24-pack today and enter for your chance to win. You can register at drinksyntron.com/Vegas and buy Syntron at your local Meijer store. It's Syntron, the healthier energy drink with great taste for the people that desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. Go to drinksyntron.com/Vegas for more information. Wow, wait.
Check it out.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever It's Live on Sports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe. My guy Spin Raxter.
What up,
Chris,
though?
JB Smooth. Hit that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. And I already know I got the number in the chat, 313-552-6322. I know I got smoke waiting for me on the phone lines because Detroit Lions probably pissed off with the defensive line comments, but I'm ready for it. Bring it to me. Who we got, JB?
All right, I'll send you guys Deontay first.
What up, though, Deontay?
What's going on, Tay?
What's going on, guys? How y'all feeling tonight on this eve of Thursday night football?
Ready for this
tomorrow,
game,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Itching for this game. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, bro, I'm feeling great. All I know is, we'll come to Green Bay, yeah, they got some guys. The guy on there is decent, but come on now. Our D-line is clearly buried in there because we got one of the best run defenses in the league. They run defense is what, complete ass? And guess what? I need our D-line to sit here and make Jordan Love's life a living hell. That's the only thing I want. Make him run like the little beast he is. They're going to throw a couple of these interceptions that passes are trash and getting his wood. That's what I want. I know, yeah, there's certain guys on there that's decent, but come on now. You really think they better than our squad? Our squad that he'll beat John Robinson to, 30-something yards, 40-something yards. And he'll freaking Kenneth Walker to not that many yards either, like two of the best running backs in the league so far. Like, come on now. You really go against us?
Nah, run defense on lock.
That's true. That's a good point.
If we were broken down that segment, but I guess run defense versus pass defense. Run defense, I got Detroit Lions all day.
Yeah.
I was the one screaming that last week.
Oh yeah. Man, trust me. No, I don't know. Yeah. They say they've been. I've been seeing Packer fans talking all this ish. But come on now, they forgot what we did to them. He's out here made it. They forgot what we did to them last year, and we can easily do again because their team. I'm looking at them because they done been some key guys like Jair's down there and some other people, and I think two linemen too. They lose like two linemen as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a linebacker.
Oh yeah.
And Von.
Oh yeah. Our line to make them make Jordan Love like a living hell. Like no, make his like make them a little B that he is. I want to hear that. On not getting his grill.
I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, man.
I'm with you. I think Lions.
Facts.
I think Lions
Appreciate you
defense
calling
will
in,
put it on Jordan Love, by the way, too.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
I flip flop, but he made a good point about that run defense, man. The Packers' run defense sucks, and the Lions is very good, and that is a big part of that is defensive line. It's not all about names; it's how you work as a unit. And last week, the Lions' defensive line looked very, very good as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
JB, who else we got?
Here, I will send you guys our boy Kane. He is back.
What up, though, Kane?
Kane, how you feeling, man?
So I'm feeling all right, boys. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, pretty
brother.
good.
All right, so that's good, guys. That's good. So my point today is Jared Goff, right? Let's talk about Jared Goff, please. Jared Goff, you can call him more of a placeholder than an elite quarterback, correct?
Correct.
So, with that being said, when he's placed in a particularly good spot for his playability, he does fairly well. Like in Los Angeles, in the years that he was doing real good, he had a good placement around him. Good running back, good coaching, good line, all that shit. And now he has somewhat of the same setup. He's got Gibbs, Montgomery, he's got the defense behind him, a couple of good weapons on offense. I mean, last year alone, he threw for 4,000, I don't know if it's all throwing, his yardage was 4,438 yards. It's an amazing number for just a placeholder quarterback. And I believe that this year is our year. Coming up, maybe a couple more years, we have Henry Hooker on the backside, possibly some draft picks coming up. I mean, look at the division for, you got 0-3 Bears, 0-3 Vikings. I think that particularly in this case, we can take over the North with this game. This is possibly the most important game so far of the entire season, right? We could take over the Packers and go first place in the North, and that would really change a lot. It would change a lot.
Yeah,
appreciate
you calling in, Kane, and he's right. This is a big game. It sets the tone in the division. Obviously, you always want to win the first divisional game, especially against the Packers. If you go out there, you beat the Packers on the road to get sole possession in first place. Mm-hmm. That sends a message to the rest of the NFC North that the Lions ain't just fucking around. Like they're here to cash some checks.
It definitely gives you a big. I mean, I got to be honest about it. The way this divisional game shakes out. Want the Detroit Lions to win for sure. Actually, to be honest with you, I need the Detroit Lions to win for sure. I need to continue to believe that this team is what I thought they're going to be heading into the season. If they lose, that puts that situation in doubt. But you got the Vikings 0-3. You got the Bears 0-3. Mm-hmm. You have the same record as the Packers right now. Plus, you face them again down the road.
Yeah.
It's not make or break if you lose this divisional game. But it's always nice to have your foot on the throat and be on top, obviously.
Yeah. You want to start off hot. You want to start off by showing the rest of the division, like, yeah, that hype was real. Yeah, that talk was real. Like, we're here. I'm here. So
I'm here.
I'm excited to see what's going on and to see what the Lions can do. And I do think they're going to go into Lambeau, and I do think they're going to put their foot in the back of the Packers' ass and kick them all the way out of there.
If you're riding a battle, you go into a playoff game, Spinny. It's like somewhat like mutt mode where you get to pick your defense. Would you have the Detroit Lions defense as is? Would you rather put those boys in green, some Honolulu blue, and go to war with them? Who do you think has a better defense, Green Bay Packers or Detroit Lions? Collectively.
If everybody's healthy, I'd go Lions. But as of right now, on paper, I'm going to say the Packers. We're missing some important pieces. Obviously, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You're missing Josh Pascal. You're missing James Houston. As of right now, I would say the Packers.
Let's take a call from Sloth in Tacoma, Washington. MPWMU says, we got a super chat too from Burns. Says, also, this is Jordan Love's first primetime game ever. People change when the lights are on. Lions are tested, especially Lions D. Damn, that's actually a great point.
Yeah.
A phenomenal point. Distracting ass point.
That is a distracting ass point.
Fine
for
ass
sure.
point for sure.
Fine ass point. Sexy ass point.
Yeah, sexy ass point. Lady James, get your haircut.
Get your haircut. Scalp massage.
It's wicked awesome.
I like
wicked
that.
awesome.
And that's 100% in the Detroit Lions' favor. The fact that that guy Jordan Love's never been on primetime. It's also his second time in Lambeau Field playing ever.
You got to rattle him. He's going to be scared of his own crowd. He's going to be scared of those cheeseheads. They're going to be too loud for him. Sometimes the lights are too bright. We've never seen Jordan Love in a situation like this where you're playing, your first game in Lambeau Field in prime time against a division opponent. You know shit's going to be dirty. Shit's going to be nasty. It's going to be a grimy game. And the Lions coming off of the best defensive performance of the season, they're going to be, ready to go and ready to get after Jordan Love.
Yeah.
And that's what I need to see out of him.
I mean, you're talking about, like, nervousness, too. I'm even thinking like that because I traded this week for Christian Watson. I think
we know you got
guy.
3 Packers on your fantasy team.
I do. But you're talking about your first game of the season for him, also primetime division game. Probably a little nervousness for him as well. As much as I think he may perform down the line, especially like as many deep shots that this guy Jordan Love takes, I don't think it's going to be versus the Detroit Lions in week 1. It's the first game back, big implications, and I like what the Detroit Lions have in the secondary.
This is a good point from Kalamazoo. He says the Lions are becoming a road win team. You remember when the thing was Dan Campbell's never won a game on the road.
Yeah, I hated it.
Can't win on the road. Look
Pissed
what's
me
going
off.
on. And now we're not even nervous to go on the road. Now we don't want to go on the road, but when we go on the road, we won in Arrowhead. We whooped the Chiefs' ass in Arrowhead. We're not scared to go on the road. We're not scared to go into someone else's house and take their lunch money. So
Specifically
the man runs New York. He literally clapped both of New York's
Fucking
teams
king of New York.
last year. So that switch has flipped 180. Now Dan Campbell feels confident on the road, and I love it.
Mike Bell says that's bogus, Easy. I don't know what he's referring to. What did I say was bogus?
I don't know.
Maybe
Probably you
5
having
minutes
3
behind.
Packers on your fantasy team.
Oh, 3 Packers on my fantasy team? Listen, all they do is pass. Maybe Aaron Jones is out though too. Now I collectively as a defense, I guess we gotta wait and see, man. It's week 3.
Yeah. Oh no, it's still
don't
very
know.
early. It's not like I'm taking them no matter what, no doubt. Like if the Lions can be what they were against Atlanta, then I'd take them. But that is a very easy team to game plan for, is the Atlanta Falcons, especially when your strength is stopping the run. Personally, honestly, when I just said that, I'm flip-flopping again, and I'm taking the Lions. Because one thing, an easy way to win games in the NFL is shut down the run.
And you force
them to pass. Then you can pin your ears back. You can use your good secondary players to make sure that they don't do anything, to make sure you get some interceptions, you get some turnovers, easier to get to the quarterback.
That was the recipe.
The
heading into
Lions
the
have
season.
shown us they can stop the run.
That was the recipe in the beginning of the season.
And the
up
Packers,
until our guys got hurt.
The Packers have not. But, whether they win or lose, you're going to want to come to Woodward Sports after the game for the Lions post-game show, hosted by Miz and Stick. Make sure you check it out. Tom Mazaway, Sam Stick Day. They're going to be cooking it up. Anson will probably be here. We'll all be here just drunk, running in and out. It's going to be a lot of fun after the game tomorrow. Make sure you guys come check out the Lions post-game show live on the Woodward Sports Network.
I did forget what the hell I was going to say. I apologize.
Stopping the run? Defense?
Stop the run. Oh, I was say that was a game plan for the Detroit Lions heading into the season. That's why I had so much confidence in this defense. It's like I already knew the Detroit Lions could stop the run, and what they added to the back end was the playmakers.
Yeah.
Now you still have Cam Sutton. Kirby's hopefully going to play this weekend, and he'll be back at some point too. But you have that, and hopefully Jack Campbell's able to come out. I know he's going to start playing a little bit more passing reps as that Sam linebacker spot that you saw him at last week. Again, I think it was like 36 total snaps, 38 total snaps, 26 of them at that Sam spot.
Yeah.
Like we're still able to make plays. Kirby's still back there. I don't really view Tracy as that, but I think obviously Brian Branch could be that, and I think Cam Sutton is that already. So you're right. I probably go Detroit Lions as a unit as long as they're able to perform what we know they can, but as against the Atlanta Falcons.
Mike Bell's right. I'm bummed that it's getting so dark so early now.
Yeah.
Way to kill the
Trash.
vibe. Listen, I'm excited this game's tomorrow.
Me too.
I wish it was tonight.
I wish it was tonight too. Why can't we just...
You know what? Maybe I'm excited because I am confident in a win. Like I'm like subconsciously confident in the win.
You should be confident in a win.
Yeah, on
This
the
is a team
road?
we beat twice last year.
Yeah,
This is a team that was fighting for their playoff lives. Last game of the season, win and get in. Aaron Rodgers, pretty much the same team around him. And the Lions went in there and whooped them. So you should be confident. Well, I'm confident in this win. The Lions will win this game.
Score?
27-16.
I don't hate that. On a short week. The only thing that shook my confidence, that would shake my confidence. Actually, let's do that next. Let's break down key matchups. Guys Detroit Lions should be worried about. Guys who can perform well for the Detroit Lions. That and more. But not before you tell us about
SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency. The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
The official Detroit Lions tailgate is back, and that's bullseyeeventgroup.com. Make sure you guys head over to purchase your tickets. Free food, free drinks, and entertainment, all included with those tickets. And you get some for free if you DM Lions VIP to Woodward Sports today. 9:30 until game time. We'll be there on Sundays. This Thursday, we're here in the studio. Feel free to pull up any Sunday, though. Turn up with the boys.
Turn up.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spin My Rax.
What up,
Yo,
though?
Chris, JB Smooth. Hit that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Moving on. Actually, not moving on. We kind of just teased it before we went into break. Matchups for the Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers. Ones that you want to key on. Guys you're worried about, or guys you think have big games for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, well, Rashawn Gary versus whoever is playing tackle. You know, if it is Taylor Decker, it will be him. Penix Sewell obviously is going to be out there. So Rashawn Gary is a guy you're going to have to watch out for. You're going to have to account for. He is a great player in this league, and you're going to need to stop him and shut him down to keep Jared Goff off the turf. I think that is one of, if not the biggest matchup that you're going to want to look out for is the Lions offensive tackles versus Rashawn Gary.
Lions offensive tackles versus Rashawn Gary, definitely key matchup. I don't want to steal that one, so I'm going to go opposite side of the ball, go offense for the Green Bay Packers. I think Detroit Lions should key in on Lucas Musgrave. It sounds crazy to say. You guys know where I stand with the rookie tight ends. I'm like, you give him some time. But Musgraves is good. Obviously, Sam Laporta looks good. And I think for Detroit Lions defense, they need to keep an eye on that. The tight ends have been known for years now to go crazy against the Detroit Lions. That's one that was highly drafted. He's highly talented, and I think we have to look at that one. I think what's exciting about it is the matchups. I think he may end up with one of our linebackers we're in favor of, with a Jack Campbell or guys we like Malcolm in those situations, maybe Derek Barnes. But I think if we were to be safety, we're looking at a guy, Brian Branch. But either way, Detroit Lions got figured out. I think Luke Musgrave could be a challenge for the Detroit Lions defense, as every tight end seemed to be every single week.
Another one I'm looking up for is Jaire Alexander. You know, whoever he's guarding, whoever he plays, because that guy is a playmaker. That guy is one of the best corners in the NFL. So you need to be aware of where he is on the field. You need to be aware of who he's covering. I don't know if he's going to be just following Amon-Ra around all the time. I don't know if he's going to be strapped to Amon-Ra the whole game. I doubt it, because obviously Amon-Ra plays a lot of slot and he's more of an outside corner. But he is a playmaker. The dude likes to get his hand on balls, and you're going to need to make sure you know where he is.
Hey, yo!
You need to make sure you know where he is, who he's covering, and what's going on when he's in the game, if he plays.
Chico G in the Woodward Sports Chat says, now Easy scared of a rookie tight end. I was going to say this for my by the numbers segment. You know how many yards tight ends are
No,
averaging
save
against
it for
Detroit
by the
Lions?
number.
All right. I'll put you this
You only
way.
got like 6 of them.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't be giving those bitches out for free.
This ain't free.
Bruh.
I'll put you this way. Kyle Pitts, I think, we're allowed to say bust with the word Kyle Pitts, right? We got to wait till he gets a quarterback or what?
I'd wait until he gets a quarterback. Because the guy you were scared of last week, Desmond Ridder, is total trash.
I'll tell you what. I'm pretty heated and ticked off and impatient with Jahmyr Gibbs right now. Not heated, but just impatient with Jahmyr Gibbs right now. It's been, 3 years for Kyle Pitts?
Yeah.
Fuck it. He's flirting with bust. He had I think, his best week of the year against Lions last week. And that's so great against tight ends.
It's fair. They never have been.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It's like being common sense.
Tight ends are tough to be good at. Be like that. Be lock down tight ends because they're such a mismatch.
Yeah.
Their size, they're bigger than most corners or safeties, and they're faster than linebackers. So
that's fair. That's why the good ones are good.
A good tight end is a matchup nightmare for any defense, really.
That's a great point. That's fair. Other guy I have in my play sheet. I have Aaron Jones. Semi hand in hand with the Luke Musgrave thing, just because I think the Detroit Lions are going to send pressure or be getting those. I guess getting in Jordan Love's face, as much as you want to say Detroit Lions like the sacks, they've been there pressure rate wise. So if they're in his face, he's going to be looking for the flats for Aaron Jones, who we know can make plays in space, and also look for your tight ends. They call a tight end a quarterback's best friend, obviously outside of the offensive line there. In those moments, I think it's the type of players they're going to. JB, who do we got in line?
All right, we got our boy Scott here online for you guys. Here's Scott.
Scotty, how you doing?
What's up, gentlemen? Not too bad. Yourselves?
Pretty good. How you feeling about this game tomorrow?
Wanted to get here that way I can see if the Lions are actually worth the hype, because I'm just not sold on them yet. The first 3 games of the season have been kind of iffy.
Yeah,
definitely had
to see
2
what they're
games
made
where
of.
they should have had a lockdown on both of them, and that was the Seattle game and the Atlanta Falcons game. They should have had both of them in them games, but questionable coaching.
Yeah, I'm not going to put it on coaching. Seattle's a good team, man. They have a great offense. They got a lot of players out there. It's a tough team to lock down. I think they look dominant in the Atlanta game. But, yeah, this is an important test for the Lions. This is a team that's, I think, is better than Atlanta, even though they did lose to them. I think as a whole they're a better team than Atlanta and worse than Seattle. So it's going to be a good team to get a measuring scoop out of.
Oh, yeah, Cam Sutton said it the best in the interview when he was breaking down the huddle in the locker room. He's like, all right, boys, this next game is a determined game. We need to put our knees on their throats and show them who has the division on lock. And I believe that they do need to prove that.
Yeah,
yep.
For sure. Appreciate you for
calling,
calling, Scott. Always
2
a
more
pleasure.
things.
What's up?
5 stars on all the streaming platforms across the board. And then, do you guys want to do Scott's Pick'ems on Thursday, or you want me to throw them out tonight?
We'll do them on Friday. We'll do them on Friday when we do the pick'ems for all the games.
All right, sick shit. Lions with the dub. I'm gonna go 31-21 final.
31-21 Lions. You heard it here first. Appreciate you, Scott.
31.
Thanks for
Have
calling.
a good one, guys.
Have a good night. And yeah, he's right. This is going to be a measuring stick game for the Lions. This is a road matchup against a divisional opponent. It's never easy. So we'll see what they are truly made of after this game.
That's what I'm saying. I mentioned earlier too. Is for me to believe what I thought of this team heading into the season. This is the type of game they need to win. And I know maybe it's a little harsh because this is a division game. It is on the road. It is prime time. It's a team like you said. You don't really know what they are exactly yet. They have the film advantage on you too. But it just feels winnable, man. I don't care. I think defensively you're there to create a couple turnovers. I like what the defensive line showed us last week. Obviously, like what Brian Branch gives you too. And the only thing that made me nervous would be the offense for us. And I know that sounds crazy to say because you're talking about a team that's expected to be another top 5 offense this year. I think they're sitting at 8 right now. But with the injuries to the offensive line, that's what made me a little bit nervous. Not the offensive line, but also David Montgomery. But with those guys, set to play, I'm feeling a lot better about it. Mm-hmm. Now, how healthy they are, Taylor Decker didn't make it sound like a good thing. He said, yeah, I'm going to play, but it's going to hurt like a bitch. I think I said it earlier this week. I'd rather him be healthy for the entire season. Even if it means taking this one off. And even if we lose this game, I'd rather have Taylor Decker healthy for the entire season.
Yeah.
If it meant losing this game, I'd cash that in for a healthy Decker.
Really?
Yeah. All day. Again, the division right now is just down bad. Vikings 0-3. Bears 0-3. You're essentially tied right now with the Packers, although they have a division win over the Bears, but we know we get those. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting wins in the Bears these days. Right now, I think JB was telling me earlier, money's flowing on the Broncos to beat them this week, right?
Yeah, 80. It's either 80 or 87% money is on the Broncos to knock off the Bears on Sunday, which is kind of crazy, but I think it's honestly going to be the lowest scoring game possible.
I don't know. The numbers might be flying. Defenses suck.
Yeah, numbers are flying passing wise, but it's still going to be a 7-3 game probably.
What's the over under? You know?
I don't even know. I can check it out for you though.
Yeah, I got again. The division is in a state where like you can afford this loss. If I had to sit Decker out so he could just be healthy for all of it, I mean, obviously you're not saving yourself face if you go out there and lose to the Packers, especially with all the hype the Lions had in them. But like in house. Here in Detroit, as a Lions fan, we know the context of the situation. If Montgomery was out or banged up, not to like his full potential, and same with Decker, I don't give a shit. It's just like in-house, I don't regret the DeAndre Swift trade because I know what he was here. He was that explosive guy. He just couldn't stay healthy. Outhouse, maybe they'll start talking shit, but we don't care. It's us versus everybody anyway.
Yeah.
It's always been that.
It's always been that, and it always will be that. But I want to win this game. I really want to win this game because, like I said, it sets the tone going forward. Sets the tone in the division that you are not to be fucked with. The Lions are not to be fucked with. And that's what I want. And I just hate the Packers so much. I never want to see the Packers win.
You are not going to believe this. You want to take a guess on what the over-under is?
47.5.
53.
Spencer, you were close. 46.
46? I knew it was high.
Yeah. It's going to be high. There's no defense.
Yeah. Hey, good week to start Justin Fields.
Yeah, I might take the over.
I might take the over, too. Because you got to think about, too, if you're talking about like just straight points, Justin Fields doesn't just also throw to his team, those other teams, too.
Yeah.
He has like 2 pick sixes in the season. Or 3 pick sixes on the season. So
no way.
They're up there, dude. I think that the Chiefs got one. If that one got called back, maybe it was. But I know he had the one which was like right in the end zone. He had the one against Quay Walker. I think he's had a pick 6 in each of the 3 games. Can't wait to play him.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have Emmanuel Mosley back. I heard Emmanuel Mosley's going to be limited this game, though. I know he's questionable, but Dan Campbell, you heard him in the presser earlier this week. He was kind of like, yeah, maybe we'll give him a couple of reps, like get his feet wet back in the game a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to rush him into anything coming off of an injury, and hopefully, he has some impactful reps, but I wouldn't be surprised at that at all if he's limited. I don't want to see him get pushed into a full game already. We'll see what's going on. He's going to have a long week to recover after this, so you don't want to put him out there too fast and see if, in case something terrible happens, God forbid, but he's got a really long week to recover after this. So, yeah, put him out there, give him a couple snaps if he does play, and then let him recover, and hopefully he'll be in the serious talks in the game plan for next week.
Oh, man. I just want to hype up the Lions fans for a little bit real quick, because if Emmanuel Mosley comes as advertised, you have Cam Sutton doing things at least I didn't expect out of him. At least not this early in the season. We spoke about key matchups. What guys do you think for the Detroit Lions are Packers fans highlighting and being nervous about?
I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown is an easy one. I think Sam Laporta is somebody they should be worried about because although Quay Walker is a very capable linebacker, athletic, a guy that can do some nice things, I think Sam Laporta is showing why he was drafted over different guys. Sam Laporta is showing why the Lions had so much faith in him. So I think that's a guy the Packers are going to be keying in on in this one.
Dr. Clapper-Cheek says, if we lose because of our defense, Easy will hate me on Friday. Dr. Clapper-Cheek said, I don't hate you. I love you. I love the fact you're in this chat, rocking with us. And there's so much more of a sample size of AG doing well. You're talking about like the turnaround of last year. Each and every one of those games had turnovers in them. The run defense has been solid. Like, people say stuff about AG all the time, but it don't affect me because I analyze it all. I don't live in the world of rainbows and butterflies. Like the Packers have opportunity to be explosive this week. I just think I hope the Detroit Lions defense can get to them. I mean, we'll see. JB, who we got in line?
All right, I will send you guys Kurt.
Kurt, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I was wondering what you guys were thinking about how our fans are going to be in Green Bay because we showed up at the Kansas City game, but do you think we're going to have like a large crowd at the Green? I mean, honestly, this is the best time to go to Green Bay. It ain't 4 feet of snow in the crowd, so.
Yeah, I think Lions fans are going to show up. Like you said, they had a great turnout, a great crowd out there, at Kansas City. And so this is obviously a much easier trek than to Kansas City. It's a place where Lions fans notoriously have shown up well. We saw what they did in the last week of the season last year. There was a lot of Lions fans there. The players commented on it. So, and you made another good point about how it's not late in the season, so you're not worried about snow and freezing temperatures and anything like that. So I think the Lions fans will be out there in droves.
I think
we're gonna need them.
Lions fans, if you haven't already got tickets, man, I mean, there's actually a lot available, and they're decently priced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We making the trip?
I'm too broke.
Yeah, I know.
Too broke. Need DNC to bail me out again. Are you going to Lions? Are you going to the game?
I'm going to the Charger game. I live in California. I'm going to the Charger game.
Oh, hell yeah. That'll be dope.
That'd be a dope one, too. I mean, just to be in Cali, like low-key, too.
Yeah, I love Cali, man.
I've never been to SoFi, but we're like 3 rows from the grass. I can't wait, man.
Wow. That's fire.
How much were those?
$300.
What?
I think it was like a season ticket guy. I bought them right when they went on sale. It was $396 out the door with tax and everything.
Damn. That's nice, man. Well, appreciate you.
But if you wanted, so that was for the Lions. The week after or before is the Cowboys game, and for the nosebleeds, it was like $500.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of Cowboys fans out there, they got to jack those prices up. Appreciate you for calling in, Kurt.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I think the Lions fans are going to show out in Green Bay for sure. But let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness. I get to go back today. Tattoos healed. I'm ready to go. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full body workout in 30 minutes of a 30-minute circuit. And all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get use of all the amenities. Planet Fitness. Join in club or online. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
How would you like to see famous athletes like Jim Harbaugh, Dan McCarty, and Braylon Edwards play golf with Average Joes? Thanks to Randy Wise Automotive and Woodward Sports, you'll be able to do just that. It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Make the wise choice and pay attention to Woodward Sports for more information soon.
Tim.
Buongiorno.
Arrivederci.
And welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, woodwardsports.com. Can we get the likes up?
Yeah.
What is this? Amateur? What was this, BDE? Get the likes up.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Don't make me throw one of those polls up on BDE and watch us get 300 likes tomorrow.
You can't copy my tactic. That's BS. By the way,
then why don't you do it right now?
This is where you shine the most. Why you picking sides?
Still talking shit.
That's wild.
Yeah. You talking shit?
Yeah, I'm talking shit. This is my show.
Those are my guys.
This is my team right here. This is your team too.
Yeah.
Pick a side.
Talk shit about a different show.
Pick a side. Dude, pick some right now.
Talk shit about a different show.
Pick some right now. No, pick some. Pick a side.
Talk shit about a
different
show.
Pick a side. What's your favorite show, Spinny?
BDE.
The fuck out.
Ermanni and Edwards. That's my favorite show.
With math.
JB, pick a side.
I'm on too many shows to pick a side. I can't.
You really are.
Yeah. JB
So which one is it? Can't believe you, man. We came out of the mud.
God told me BDE was my favorite show.
Now you mock.
God did.
My God. God told me I could be anything I want on BDE.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess. Sit in that booth if you want. What number? Ooh, our favorite segment, Old Faithful.
Old Faithful.
JB, you said some tunes? Because it's time for By the Numbers.
By the numbers.
See, I know we got about 20 of them things over there.
All right, my first one. Aaron Jones averages 90.2 yards per game versus the Lions in his career. That is over a 9-game stretch. So, we're going to have to stop Aaron Jones. That's a whole lot.
Aaron Jones, I ain't worried about him. You want to know why?
Why?
Since Aaron Glenn took over the Detroit Lions defense, Aaron Jones has only averaged 46 yards per game against the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
I ain't worried about no Aaron Jones.
I like it. By the numbers. 93. David Montgomery averages 93.3 total yards versus the Packers in his career. That is in 7 games. So D-Mont, hopefully, he's going to be up. He's going to be ready to go. He averages 93.3 yards versus the Packers in his career.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
To average 93?
It's only
you got to be doing damage.
It's only 3 more than Aaron Jones. You didn't say shit about that.
Oh, he's averaging against. Oh, I mean, I'm talking about this Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Team. That's how I had to come back for that one.
That's fair.
To be fair, he was the Bears when he did those. What did you say, Chris? But we're better.
I have a number. And it's 80. 80% is Goff's win record against the Packers in its Detroit Lions.
Let's go, Chris, with some bio. Okay, Chris, I see you, big dog.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here.
You want to know why I am a little bit nervous about Aaron Jones?
Why?
In the passing game. And it's when numbers won't make you that nervous, but 29 yards per game receiving for Aaron Jones against the Detroit Lions. Yeah. It's actually lower than I thought. We're talking about the brand new. I'm talking about the AG's Detroit Lions, obviously.
410.
Nice.
410. The Packers have been outrushed by their opponents this year, 410 to 271. You know the Lions want to tote that bitch. You know the Lions want to run the ball, and they can do that against this Green Bay Packers team.
Detroit Lions, listen, I know they can when healthy. The 2 big pieces at part of that, which, by the way, actually, Jahmyr Gibbs, career high 80 yards last week without Dale Decker in there, with multiple rotating offensive linemen at the right tackle spot. They'll be straight either way, but Dave Montgomery, obviously, I think is our best runner between the tackles, or at least. I'm hoping that he's up for the challenge. I know he's playing, but how much of him are we getting? You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of David Montgomery, 4. Count them 4. In his 7 games in his career, David Montgomery averages 4 receptions per game versus the Packers. So I don't know what his receiving over-under is, but if he's healthy, I'd take the over on that boy.
Over.
We talked about it a little bit in the back. I like that, but again, different regimes. I think when the Lions trying to pass
Shut
the
up,
running
it's by
back.
the numbers.
It's Jahmyr Gibbs, just say it.
Yeah, how many catches does he have?
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Yeah, like 2.
He had a lot against Seattle. 2 last week. Just saying.
It's by the numbers.
By the numbers. 3. I kind of went to this a little bit earlier, but 3. Rashawn Gary had a sack trick last week against the New Orleans Saints. He's back. He's healthy. I think that's the guy Detroit Lions got key on because he also switches sides like 8 and 2. Both tackles got to beware. Rashawn Gary.
5. By the numbers. 5. Jared Goff has played 5 games against the Packers in his career. He has a 9-2 touchdown to interception ratio.
Damn it.
Let's go. That was yours?
Yeah.
Oh, you got more?
Damn it. No, that was it. Those were the other
9-2 touchdown to interception ratio versus the Packers.
Le Packers. By the numbers.
By the numbers.
Jordan Love. Ain't no Desmond Ritter. Dude's only throwing 53%. He throws the deepest ball in the league per target. Average target per depth. Detroit Lions clean up on one of those balls for sure. Come back this way. Intercepted. By the numbers.
By the numbers. Jordan Love has been sacked at least once in every single game so far this season.
Wow.
So the Lions will be able to get pressure against Jordan Love, and they're going to get to him at least once. So they need to consistently get that pressure, and they need to throw him on the ground.
Aiden's getting there. Aiden's getting there for sure. By the numbers. Mentioned this a little bit earlier with name, not a number. Here's a number. 87 yards. 87 yards per game. Tight ends average against Detroit Lions this season. And this was some context, too, because going back to last season, there were damages, too. It's just historically, tight ends kind of just do work against the Detroit Lions. I know they had Hope and fuckface from last year. Talking about the Green Bay Packers tight end with long hair. Didn't care about this guy. Luke Musgrave, a little bit more scary. Giving up 87 yards per game. Keep an eye. By the numbers.
By the numbers. Sam. Aaron Jones has 7 total touchdowns in his career.
7.
Sam.
But it's Sam.
Sam. He's got 7 total touchdowns in his career against the Lions. That is a number you got to look out for. Be careful with Aaron Jones. And make sure you check out Woodward and Maine live tomorrow at 7 a.m. It's the Lions Insider Show here from Woodward Sports. Hosted by Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and the legend Terry Foster. Normally it's Sunday mornings, but because the Lions play on a Thursday, you know they're going to be live tomorrow at 7 a.m. So make sure you guys check out Woodward and Maine live on the Woodward Sports Network.
Buongiorno, Spitty. I know you about 11, 5, 10, 20 of them things left.
I ain't got no more.
You ain't got no more?
I ain't got no more.
You unload the clip when you're by the numbers?
Yep.
I had one by the number. It's just based off last week's performance. Green Bay Packers only let up 17% pressure rate against the New Orleans Saints. I thought the Saints had good defense.
Yeah.
That was lower than I thought.
I actually do have one more number.
I think Chris got one too. Lay it on us, brother.
Go ahead. You go first.
No, you go first.
228. Jared Goff averages 228 passing yards in his career versus the Packers.
Lions might be winning this one, boys.
Lions might be winning this one.
Might be winning this
Jared
one,
Goff
boys.
likes him some fudge packers. So make sure you take the over on Jared Goff yards. You take the over on David Montgomery catches.
By the numbers.
By the
Brandon
numbers.
Katz is always wrong. By the numbers.
By the numbers.
His record 0-1200. By the numbers. Chris?
Can't even count that goddamn high. My last thing, it's not really a number. It's alluding to what Spencer brought up, and it's something I wanted to just ask you. So Goff has thrown interceptions in back-to-back games. Do we think that streak ends this game?
Yeah, I said it yesterday. You don't remember? I said you can take it to the bank on a Sunday. Jared Goff is not going to throw an interception in this game.
100%.
100%.
I will not speak such things, as I'm aware of Jared Goff's attributes. No, I'm playing. I was a little bit nervous about Quay Walker. But that's like when he has his boy back there with him, Campbell.
Scared of them cats.
You just got to put that coach out at midfield in pregame.
With the Detroit Lions, the trainer?
Yeah, the Detroit Lions trainer.
Just fuck Quay Walker up.
Put him out there. Put him out there in pregame.
Bro, we
midfield.
should put him in like the most just disrespectful shit.
Yeah.
Like picture Quay Walker.
Like fuck Quay Walker shit.
Yeah. What's that picture that Harvey Weinstein had of Bill Clinton? He had him in a dress.
I don't know.
Just do it with Quay Walker. You don't know about that story?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's.
You want me to tell you it?
No.
No? Why? Scared?
Yeah, you're scared of the government, aren't you?
You say way
Free
more reckless
Joey
shit.
Morrison.
Yeah, you say that shit. That's way more wild.
I guarantee
This
they're
is
more
repeating-
worried about Harvey Weinstein than they are Joey Morrison.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein's dead. Oh, well,
Is he?
yeah. They're definitely worried about him. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. Joey
So
Morrison's
is
live.
Jeffrey
and
Ixnay with the.
Joey Morrison's free.
What is that? What do you call that language? Pig Latin?
Pig Latin.
You know how to speak it?
It's like you put it. You say the word backwards and like put an E or an A on the end of it.
What?
Ixnay. I don't know.
So-
or you like take the first letter and put it at the end.
How would you say? I don't want to say it. I don't want to demonetize the stream. Say cut off his
Ixnay on the
neck snay.
Ixnay.
Ixnay.
I don't know.
Yeah, you go Ixnay, right?
I don't know. JB, you got any numbers?
I do not. I did not have time to prepare for it.
46.5 Pack or Broncos.
Well, we know whose favorite show JB is.
Not this one.
Not this
Ermanni and Edwards. That's your favorite show, huh?
Hey,
Speaking of
4.
Michigan
Actually,
Times.
I got one. 4. Jared Goff is 4-1 against the Packers.
You stole mine, you son of a.
You said you didn't have any more.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I said it already. 80%.
Oh.
4-1.
Well, it sounds
And
better
I
when
said
JB
it.
says it.
100%. 80%.
Yeah, 100%. 80%.
Oh,
And I
wow,
have
80%,
another number,
100%. That's
20%.
awesome.
The number of games he loses against.
That was
Green Bay.
by the numerals.
Detroit
Now,
Lions defense locking them down.
let me tell you guys about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend you security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Good. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Go in.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
Dispo Shops just won one of Michigan's best dispensaries, best product selection, all that good stuff. Around the state of Michigan. You want to know why? The best in the state of Michigan. And they're also your local cannabis plug. There's 12 locations across the great state of Michigan. And they're the first cannabis mall in the state of Michigan. I'm done saying that word now. Make sure you guys head over to Dispo anywhere nearby you. They can deliver to you. They're open till midnight. Also, if you can't make it there, they'll deliver to you. DISPOshops.com. Dispo Dash will get you right. JB might be the one pulling up on you.
Pull up on me.
What up, though? Welcome back to Red Waste Live on WoodSports.com. I'm Easy at Spin More Racks. Young Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the like button if you guys have already. 5-star review on our podcast platforms.
I was just about to comment something mean under Parker's mom's National Sons Day post to Parker.
That ass?
But I didn't do it.
You're wild. Under his mom's post?
Yeah, his mom posted it.
This guy's like,
what is wrong with you? You just tried to say you're not mean to Parker.
Yeah, I thought it would have been funny.
What was it?
I don't know.
Just say it.
I don't know. I honestly didn't even think of anything or have
You
anything
just thought
typed
maliciously right away.
I was like, what can I
And you
say?
tried to say you're not mean to the kid earlier. This guy.
That's so foul.
That is, yeah, that's fun.
That's so foul.
That would have been funny.
Chris, we have a graphic in there that was on the Woodward Sports Twitter page last night.
I could have swore.
It kind of asked us to rank where you have Brad Holmes as a GM. And I was curious. So I know obviously here in Detroit, we think very highly of him, but when you think of like accomplishments in the world of football, the Lions ain't done nothing yet. Although obviously we have high expectations that they will.
Nighttime.
But it hasn't been done yet. Where you ranking Brad Holmes as GM as of now?
He's got to be top 10, right?
For sure.
He's got to be top 10. I mean, he's closing in. We'll see. I think it takes some playoff wins, and if he gets a division championship and a playoff win, I'll give him top 5 at this point, honestly. Because we've seen some of the signings he's made pay off now. That was the question at first. You know, we were like, oh, this man is a dog when it comes to drafting, but what's going on with the free agency? Now we see that, you know, Cam Sutton making plays. You get a guy like David Montgomery who looks like he is going to be a big factor of this team. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, you know, RIP, but he was going to be he was a fantastic signing. So I think that is kind of quelled now that he has the money to spend. He's going out there and spending it. And so all the offseason stuff you give him an A++ for, but I think it's going to take a division championship and a playoff win to creep him up any higher than he is now.
JB. Brad Holmes, finish the sentence. Brad Holmes is a top blank GM in the NFL. Philip Blank, I should say.
Top 10 GM in the NFL. At least it has to be. Like, I can't really place him just yet because, as Spencer said, we really need to see more from this team to at least hit to make a playoff or, you know, some kind of push after the regular season. So that all is a determining factor there. We've seen him hit on players, not only from the Rams, but also on the team that we have right now. There just needs to be more. We need to see more progress from him. So, I mean, top 10, definitely. Placing a number on it, 7, 6. I think that's fair.
That's actually in what?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm looking at something right now. I'm looking at what is this? What's the site?
Maybach
Oh,
Music.
it's the NFL site themselves, and they did it April 13th. They did a power ranking of GMs, and they had Brad Holmes as 7th. I would argue going off this list, I would move him into 5th because I would move him above the Bills and the Bengals GM. So I'd put him right at 5.
I want to move him above the Bengals.
I don't know if
GM.
I'm ready to put him in ahead of those guys yet.
I might put him above
I'm
the
ready.
Bills. Was the Bills GM now? Is he the one that drafted Josh Allen?
Yes.
All right, I guess you gotta leave him in there. He did get him Stephon Diggs.
He's won divisions. He's won multiple playoff games. They've been to AFC championships.
Yeah. I'm just so disappointed in them as a team when, like, I mean, obviously they have it a little bit better now down packed than they did beforehand, but, like, you play in the cold. And for how many years you can just go without a run game? And in the first round this year, we'll grab a tight end. When you had Dawson Knox, you already just locked up. It just blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely top 10. And honestly, Chris, I'm probably thinking I'm moving them up into 6. Who's in that top 6? If you don't mind, if you still have it up there.
Yeah. So I will read it off in order. So
Ryan Poyles.
They have number 1. They have the Eagles. The Eagles, Howie Roseman.
Yeah.
Number 2, they have Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Number three again Bengals. 4 Bills. 5 Shanahan in the 49ers with John Lynch. And then 6 was McVay and the Rams GM, and then 7 was Brad Holmes, 8 was the Green Bay Packers, 9 was the Seattle Seahawks, and 10 was Brad Holmes has done nothing but elevate his status with this offseason. So to me, I feel like he either let's put it this way, he either enlarged the gap of being a top 7-8 GM in the NFL, or he jumped up a few spots.
Do you think the Jahmyr Gibbs pick, depending on how that plays out, does that change any of that for you?
No.
Just because too early, or just because like you don't care either way?
Way too early.
And plus, he already had the past drafts that, like, obviously credentialed him as the
and you're
best
also
GM in
looking at
Lions
this
history.
draft. You've got Jack Campbell, who we still have to see play out. Brian Branch, Sam Laporta.
But I'm not bragging about Jack Campbell or Gibbs yet, because
I'm bragging about Brian Branch and Sam Laporta, though.
For sure.
Those are 2 first rounders you got in the second round.
Branch got to be in the conference. I mean, I know that the odds changed to plus 1,600, but I wonder, like, how many other names are ahead of him.
Yeah.
Actually, JB, we pull that up for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like, who is ahead of Brian Branch right now? I'm assuming Carter.
Jalen Carter's number 1, and I think probably Will Anderson.
Christian Gonzalez,
I'm sure, is up there. Witherspoon's probably up there.
So I like Branch over Witherspoon right now, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although Witherspoon, I saw some, like, all-22 tape floating around on Twitter. He looked nice.
Yeah, he did.
And obviously grabbed Josh Reynolds' dick. He didn't get the flag on it.
He did grab his dick.
Vet move. True veteran move by him. Can't be mad at that.
Real
one.
Wisconsin move.
Yeah. Detroit supremacy. Ryan Poles, top 3 GM. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted us to believe.
What they thought.
That's what they thought. Uncle Neil Softfee says Adam wanted Cansey. How is...
He's hurt.
He's hurt right now?
Yeah.
Does he do anything beforehand?
I don't think so.
I'm pulling up the numbers. I gotta know.
Kalijah Cansey.
Kalijah Cansey. Oh wow. Yeah, no, nothing. Just the game against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, he can't.
He looked the part, kinda.
You can't judge it off the first 3 games. Like,
no one.
Pump the brakes on calling people busts and stuff like that.
The only positions I'm willing to judge early are the running backs and receivers. That's it. Maybe offensive line. Not even.
I was listening to a podcast, our boy Bill Simmons, and
I was talking to my friend.
Yeah, he had a redraft of he had some guy like the Ringers draft expert guy, I forget his name, on, and they were doing a redraft, and they actually had Bill Simmons said the Lions should still take Jahmyr Gibbs, like he's a believer in Gibbs.
We don't respect his opinion anymore.
But his co-host or whatever, the draft guy, said take Zay Flowers over Gibbs. How would you feel about that in hindsight? I mean, obviously it's early, but just off of the 3-week sample size, would you rather have had Zay Flowers at 12 or Jahmyr Gibbs?
I think Gibbs. I don't know if we need another quick, speedy receiver like that with J-Mo still waiting in the wings. And I think you could find I don't know. That's tough because Zay Flowers looks pretty fucking good, man.
He does.
But I'm still a Gibbs believer. I'm not completely off of his train like Easy is, but I think
he'll still be
able to be something very good in this league. So I'm going to say Gibbs.
I'm going to go Flowers. I mean, the reason you drafted Gibbs is he has that weapon label on him. Mm-hmm. So you're thinking of weapon, you think of him doing things in the passing game. We've yet to see it. Now, what does Zay Flowers do? Catch the ball. He's in the passing game. He's doing well at it, might I add. You talked about Jahmyr Gibbs, like 6 missed tackles in week 1. The other guy you talked about after that was Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers continued that stretch. Jahmyr Gibbs only 1 missed tackle against Seattle, and I think another missed tackle last week too. Again, just speaking as like what you drafted him as, that weapon. I mean, I'm sure you could draw something up too for Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm saying Zay Flowers to come out of the backfield as well. Let's be real, but I mean, it's not like Jahmyr's tearing up inside the tackles right now. It's looking pretty rough. But it's 3 games in. I'm just.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting though.
Yeah, and again, sometimes too. Again, let's look at it this way too.
Interesting.
He may not look like what you want out of a top 15 pick, but he can still be productive for your team. You know, like you have those draft picks every once in a while. It's like, yeah, this guy didn't work out as what we thought he'd be, but he's definitely serviceable. T.J. Hawkinson didn't look like, was he drafted 8 or 12? I think he was 8, right?
8, yeah.
T.J. Hawkinson, I don't think you think is a top 10 pick. Maybe in a redraft, yeah, still. I don't know. We'll look that up maybe one day, but he still was serviceable for the Lions. You know what I'm saying? But Zay Flowers, I like him. You guys already know the names I wanted, though, or the name. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to bring that stuff back up, make everyone all depressed.
Yeah, that guy Jalen Carter went like 5 in their redraft or 4, something like crazy.
Still?
Like they moved him up quite.
Who was
a bit.
number 1 overall in the redraft?
I believe
it's also wild to be doing a redraft week 3.
Probably
and that's what they started as. Damn, I'd have to go back and refresh my mind. But I believe it was one of the quarterbacks, and then it was one of the quarterbacks. Yeah, but Anthony Richardson did go higher in the redraft too.
If you guys remember,
I think Bryce was the one that fell in the redraft.
Yeah,
during the season, for sure. During the season last year, because of the Jameson, I was hyping myself like, I think we were losing. I was like, yeah, Bryce Young. But then like once the size stuff came out, you start looking around the NFL, guys that like are winning Super Bowls aren't built like that.
Yeah,
and they get the games changing, but those guys get hurt a lot. I'm out. And I know Russell Wilson did it. Look at that defense he had alongside with him. Marshawn Lynch. Like that wasn't.
Yeah.
I think Russ
Drew Brees and Russ did it, but
yeah.
Bryce Young's 5'3".
It's like left-handed quarterbacks too. Like I'll never fuck with a left-handed quarterback, and I'll never fuck with a 5'5" quarterback. Those are my like.
Why left-handed?
List. I mean, how many lefties have won the Super Bowl? Not that many. I get there's like more right-handed quarterbacks, but it's for a reason. Yeah, I mean, I just go off of data points. Really, it's not like I'm not pulling shit out of my ass. There's not a lot of left-handed.
Tua's left-handed.
Has he got a Super Bowl?
So is Michael Vick.
Does he got a Super Bowl?
Mark Brunell.
Does he got a Super Bowl?
Boomer Esiason.
I think he does have one.
He does have a Super Bowl. Steve Young.
Steve Young's got a Super Bowl. Pretty sure.
Oof.
I wonder how many as a starter though.
Frankie Albert.
Lost me.
I do have those rookie defensive rankings for the odds this year. Surprisingly enough, Christian Gonzalez is actually number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, Brian Branch is on this list though as well, but he is number 4.
Okay.
So it's top 5. I like that.
Ken Stabler. He's got a Super Bowl.
Who outside Christian Gonzalez?
You're gonna be mad. Jalen Carter at number 2.
I already knew it though. I ain't mad.
Will Anderson at 3. Brian Branch, and then I haven't seen this dude, but he plays for the Vikings. Evan Pack.
Huh. Not familiar.
I'm not familiar with him either.
May have to get familiar though. He's in their division.
Scott Mitchell is
left-handed. He's looked great. He's looked like the 4th or 5th best rookie.
Who? Anderson Paak?
Yeah. Mark Brunell's left-handed. He's got a Super Bowl.
I don't think Mark Brunell has a Super Bowl.
Mark Brunell, Super Bowl XLIV champion.
He has a fucking backup.
Still Super Bowl.
Tell us about. I gotta tell you about Mark White.
Jared Lorenzen, Super Bowl champion, left-handed.
Far and few between.
Your theory has fallen apart.
Yeah. I gotta tell you guys about Mark White, because whether you're buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control of the sales process is key. So, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement anytime for any reason with no penalty at all whatsoever? It's easy. Call the minute-by-minute listing agreement. Mark White offers it. It's 248-290-8242. It's 248-290-8242 or markwhitesales.com, where flexibility meets success.
The 2 best colleges.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
At the Academy of Warren, they have a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house. Has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field, which can also be used for 7-on-7 football. At the Academy of Warren, it has K-8 that features AM and PM latchkey, smaller classroom sizes, a learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, and so much more. The Academy of Warren is now accepting new enrollments, so go and check them out online today at academyofwarren.net. Now, back to the heavies.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever It's Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy as Spitmo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the like button. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. You might as well just send it to Chris now. Bitch about left-hand quarterbacks, short quarterbacks. Don't want them.
Michael Penix.
I do want to talk about the guys the Detroit Lions did draft. Now, sorry I skipped this topic. It's on there. How would you rank? I've kind of been doing this weekly anyway.
Yeah.
Power ranking Detroit Lions rookies. I don't think much has changed.
I don't think much has changed either. Brian Branch, number 1.
Laporta, number 2.
Laporta, number 2. Gibbs, 3. Campbell, 4.
Yeah, that's fair. I say Campbell got the sack, but Gibbs got 80 yards last week. And he had a couple almost tuds.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, bro, maybe I should relax a bit. Like, he catches that slant before the half.
Yeah, bro, you're going... Like, he's looked good. You're going to act like he doesn't look good.
I wouldn't use
He has not looked good?
No.
You haven't watched the games and been like, oh, he looks good.
He's flashed. I don't think he's looked good.
He didn't have a good game last week?
I think he had a good game by attrition. Like he's 17 carries and some finally broke out. But between the tackles last week, no, he looked awful.
Yeah, and that's not what you want him to be used as mostly.
But also, we're not seeing him. We don't know what he's being used as. We haven't seen it.
Is that his fault?
I mean, listen. Again, hit the ground running. Receivers, running backs.
You just talked yourself into it and then talked yourself out of it again.
What do you mean?
Like loosening up on Gibbs a little bit. Like, maybe I should.
Well, no, but I'm still being honest though about like what we've seen so far. I can't call it good or like I don't know. I just can't go there yet.
He needs more catches. That's what I need out of him.
But that's part of it too. Is like I boiled it down to this. I know this has been discussed like all week last week too. But like him not being on the field is probably due to a little bit of his pass protection. I think some of it too is like just him failures to run between the tackles or be semi-successful at it. But I mean, you're talking about you haven't seen him on the field enough. Well, he's not doing enough in practice to get on the field.
Yeah.
It's like the Jack Campbell video. We didn't play it, but like Jack Campbell lined up on the wrong side of the field. Aiden Hutchinson took him and just fucking threw him to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit we're going through. I'm trying to think.
You know what? You better watch your mouth about Gibbs because there's two things I can be for you. Chris, put this up there. I just want the people to know. I can be your angel or your devil. So, you need to watch out. Because
man, we really live the same life, me and him. Kevin James.
He really is me.
So what is
really
the
just
Kevin
like
James
him.
stuff? What is that?
I don't know.
Why is that like a thing recently?
Kevin James?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just the internet picks you. It's your time. That's what happens, dude.
I have no idea.
Sometimes
it just popped
people
up.
just get chosen by the internet, and it's Kevin James right now.
Spence, you're really looking bad out here, man. Let the dude play, man. You just hating at this point. You want Carter that bad.
He said not Spence easy.
Not Spence easy.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. This is all. I'm giving you shit that you've seen with your own eyes. Perceive it how you want. I didn't say shit about Carter. We're talking about his performance right now. If he's there as the weapon, let's see him as the weapon. Get him out there as a weapon. He had 11 catches, I think, in the Seattle game for like 30 yards. That's not. And they're all out of the backfield.
11 catches?
11 or 9.
He did
I
not
think
have
he had 11 targets,
catches.
9 catches.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I'll pull it up right now. Speak your piece, Spinny, so I can pull this up.
I'm not mad at it at all. He did not. The guy needs more targets. He needs to be put in better situations where he's going to go out there and make things happen. 2 targets.
Last week, 2 targets, yeah.
2 targets is not enough. That is not enough.
You know how many targets you got the week before?
How many?
9 targets.
9 targets. How many catches?
7.
7.
You want to know how many yards? 39. Half of them out of the backfield. Matter of fact, I think all of them out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He's getting targets.
Line him up. Line him up in the slot. Put it. We heard Lions coaches say we're going to use him in ways you've never expected.
I've seen him in the slot.
Is that a way you've never expected? That's what Ben Johnson said. We're going to use him in ways you'd never expect. I've seen him used in ways you'd absolutely expect for a pass-catching running back. I need to see him more outside. I need to see him doing different things, putting in better positions. Because he's shown when he can get out there, when he gets out to the outside, we've seen him bust off some long runs and look good and break tackles and make things happen. And it's still only 3 games in. He's averaging 4.5 yards per carry and almost 6 yards per reception. So that tells me you need to get him the ball more.
I guess, again, to get the ball, you got to get out of the field and be trusted in those situations. I'm not just giving you the ball for
averaging
for the
6
fuck
yards of possession or per reception isn't. You don't trust that?
I don't know. I don't know how averages receptions work. I don't know like what's good and what's not. I know 4 yards is decent for like running the ball, catching the ball. I just want to see it. I want to see him worthy of the 12 overall pick. And again, I can't cash that in as being pissed off. I will, obviously, in time that I see Jalen Carter pop up on my feed or on a highlight play or hear something crazy about him, I'm not going to lie. I will. That'll bother me for a while. But at this point, I just want him to produce as just a 12th overall pick.
Yeah.
But as long as this team produces ultimately, you can't be pissed off. Like I said earlier, you could have those guys that you cash in on early, but just kind of contributing at this point. It is what it is.
He
but
says Easy's got trust issues. That's why you're always lying. Well, let me tell you guys about the Lions pregame show with the man, the myth, the legend, the franchise, Jeff Iafrate. It's going to be on tomorrow. We're getting cut off early. Heavyweights literally have to clear the studio. We're getting cut off 45 minutes before our show normally ends. So Jeff Iafrate can have his seat fluffed, can have his hair and makeup trailer in here before he has to go on. Make sure you guys check the pregame show out tomorrow. It starts at 6:30. It's Jeff Iafrate. You know, we got to clear everything out, clean up, make sure we don't leave a mess.
You ain't gotta go home,
make
but you
sure
gotta
I'm
get
going
up
to drill
outta here.
so many
Bye.
farts into this seat before Jeff sits down. But check it out tomorrow, pregame show before the Lions game.
I think Patrick Oferia puts it in a good way. It's like we want to know that Gibbs is him, not just sitting around waiting for it.
It's
And
3
maybe just being
games,
patient.
man. It's 3 games. And we're already jumping off the cliff over this kid.
Jumping off the cliff. We're just discussing what's been going on.
No, hold on. We gave Killian 3 years. We can't give this man Gibbs 3 games. What are we doing?
I was impressed over taking someone over Killian. Well, that's the thing too. Is like Killian wasn't really like a surprise like pick. When Jahmyr Gibbs was picked, was anybody in this room not surprised? The entire league was surprised. Everybody was like, "What, Jahmyr Gibbs?" He was mocked in like second rounds at certain points. I know GM said like they would have took him at the first round, or some people were like waiting for him to fall. But like, do we hear names, specific teams?
You said
like, how late in the draft were they waiting for him to fall? You know.
You said Gibbs got 9 targets. Killian didn't shoot 9%. Have some patience. Have some patience.
That is true. That is true. That's a good point.
After 3 games,
Yeah.
Just
He's
discussing what's
averaging
going
5
on.
yards a touch.
MMS 1346. Just outplayed Bijan. Brother.
There's
Come on.
levels.
Yeah, there's
levels.
That's a whole different. Come on.
I mean, he did, but it's not like they were going head to head.
If we're doing, yeah, exactly. You got one, obviously, Detroit Lions run defense pretty dominant for the past 2 years now. It's not the same. Also, if we're talking like head to heads, like I could kill that entire conversation. I don't want to bring it up because again, I'm not trying to compare them with what we have now. I'm just waiting for them to do something. But I can pull out the Bijan numbers right now and share that argument completely.
Yeah, they're a lot better.
But fuck it, man. I feel like once Montgomery gets back, you'll see Gibbs more in favorable situations. He won't be forced to run the in between tackles just for the fuck of it. I think you may see some situation with him and Demon out there at the same time. I hope.
And like we said, if it wasn't for 2 plays, we wouldn't even be having close to these.
There is this sick-ass play Miami's been doing. They grab like a tight end or like a fullback type, and they motion him over, and I think on the left-hand side of the quarterback and the running back's obviously on the right, and they both like run like routes. But it's really just him the fucking as a lead blocker as for like a swing pass.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect for Gibbs and maybe even Laporta because you could probably go to both.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I go to Gibbs in that situation. How about Kapenda still be on the team too, man? Can we? No disrespect, Kapenda. He's probably a great guy.
He's injured.
I know he got hurt last game. Audio listeners, he's doing the Kapenda eyes.
Yeah, I'm doing the Kabinda eyes. But yeah.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Tell us about Glorious.
Okay. Gotta tell you about Glorious because it is time, just in time for football season. Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of my mother-in-law. Just kidding, in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. They are so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off using the promo code GLORIOUSCanna. GloriousCanna.com for more information.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts. Carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, Ellis Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
Buongiorno.
We're even there, kid.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Ain't no one talking about Jalen Carter, folks. We're just yapping about Jahmyr Gibbs. Hey, guess what? I love to be wrong with that one. I mean, it ain't being wrong. We're just waiting. We're just kind of waiting around. That's all. That's all. Who do you think has a higher ceiling? Him or Campbell?
Gibbs.
Is it because you think it's like we say that? It's because he's an offensive player?
Yeah, and it's a more
pound for pound at their position. Who do you think has a higher ceiling?
Gibbs.
JB? Pound for pound, who has a higher ceiling after 3 weeks in the NFL? Jack Campbell or Jahmyr Gibbs? Should I just say this for a topic tomorrow? Kind of a good topic, right? Or no?
It's got to be Jahmyr
no,
Gibbs.
No, it's not topic for tomorrow, though.
It's got to be Gibbs.
Gibbs?
Just because you don't know exactly what you have in him yet fully. So you're waiting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack Campbell, you know, it's a meat missile. He's going to be flying all over the field.
It's true.
You know what you have in him. Like, just a dog.
He is a meat missile. QQWW says, where's Project Martin at?
I know.
I don't know.
That's true, too.
Brad Holmes,
that was a big guy's hyping
if
up.
there's one thing
that
we can question about Brad Holmes' drafting ability, it's defensive tackles.
I know, but he was the pound your fist on the table guy for Aaron Donald, though.
Well,
I mean,
that's also a first round
theory.
prospect,
though.
That's
the theory. Like Aaron Donald, like is he just that's the standard because he fell so in love with that pick that now he's just like it's kind of jaded his perception of defensive tackles. I'm thinking it's possible.
The Brad Holmes definitely recovers too, because like his second rounders outperformed his first rounders, but by a mile. Like them boys balling right now.
Yeah.
They look like the first rounders.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go Jack Campbell and like the upside thing right now.
You think so? You just hate Gibbs. No, I'm just kidding.
Hate.
Why do you hate Jahmyr Gibbs?
What's the line you always try to drop? Oh, use gaslight. Use gaslight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then
man.
every single player.
Hate.
I could be way off on that one though. Maybe I'm just trying to be different.
Yeah, Steve Wild's right. Levi's a definite bust. Yeah, looks like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. Did he play last week? I'm gonna have to look up his numbers. I don't know. What was Levi's second or was he the third rounder? I think Levi was.
He was the third round pick. Or no.
I'll tell you right now.
He was the second round pick. Aleem was the third round pick.
Yeah, Levi was. Oh no, they don't. Oh, 41st. Yeah, second round. Yeah, Levi probably looked like a bust. I mean, part of that due to his back injury, but you knew he had the back situation. Like
at least Brad beat the allegations of
not
not being able to make a second round pick.
Yeah, that's true. By 2 times.
Those were some allegations, and he smoked those. So
Yeah.
hopefully next year he picks an all-pro defensive tackle.
He played. Oh yeah, he's got nothing. I mean, he's played 34% of snaps in Kansas City. His snap count's going down actually. 19% of snaps against Seattle, 13% of snaps against ATL. And
Yeah.
you want to know the snap number for that 13%? 9.
Eesh. That's not good.
That's not good.
But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you all tapping in the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. We'll be back in it tomorrow for the Lions game. For Easy, for Chris, for JB, I am Spencer. We are the Heavyweights. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.